Remarkable Mary Afan. I'm a student, author, public speaker, and the founder of Mary Remarkable Foundation. Having a borehole, this shouldn't be something we should celebrate. This is something that should come natural. But unfortunately, this is the society we live in. But all the same, we are glad that we're here.
More do without more awibara. So we are so happy today that a young lady, Remarkable Mary, has put together this project with her team and made it a reality.
So to the people of Edonwick Village, this borehole is donated by Mary Remarkable Foundation in support of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 6, which is clean water and sanitation.
He's on mute. Hello. Yeah. Pastor,
can you hear me?
Okay, yes.
Yes. Sorry, viewers all over the world. I didn't even know I was on mute. Thank you, Sandra. How are you, Sandra? Good to have you.
Yes. Hi, everyone. Good to have you. Good evening
okay.
for my own time. Yes.
Good evening. Yeah. Before we proceed, I would like to, as there's a national anthem that you sang a few years back. I want to bring it on now as a respect to our country, Nigeria.
No problem. That's fine.
Thank you. Glory to God. Wow, that was awesome. Can music change our world? Sandra will be ministering on the topic entertainment. What can music do to our generation? What can music entertainment do for our youth? With Jesus' joy, without much wasting of time,
Okay.
Amen. I want to
Hello.
welcome Sandra. The stage is yours. God bless you.
Okay. Praise God. Praise
Hallelujah.
God. Yeah. So Sandra, as you just saw my video, that was from The Voice Nigeria. I was also the
Yeah.
winner of Covenant University's Got Talent, the very first one ever, and the winner of Miss Ideal in 2015. Yeah. So first of all, I see this as a privilege to talk to youth on entertainment and how entertainment can impact our world. Okay. So firstly, I would like to define what entertainment means. Okay. So entertainment is just an act of providing people with amusement or enjoyment, the act of giving people pleasure or delight through different mediums, either through singing, through dancing, through acting, through poetry, many other means of entertainment. Okay. So today I'll be talking on the different types of entertainment. I'll be talking on talents and skills. I'll cut across these aspects and how to discover your gifts and how to use these gifts to impact your world. Okay. So I would like to talk about the various type of I would like to define what is talent. Okay. So your talent, before you talk about entertainment, there has to be a talent there, yeah, because talent is what you use to bring about the whole entertainment. So what is your talent? Your talent is an inbuilt gift, okay? Your talent is your natural gift from God. Yeah, and yes, everybody does have a talent. Everybody's talent must not necessarily be entertainment. Everybody has a talent. God, you're in this world, God has given you an inborn talent. But now I'm focusing on the entertainment side, okay? Your talent is what you do that people applaud you for, okay? Whatever you do that people commend you for, when you do that, people applaud you, people commend you. That is your talent, okay? However, we also have what we call skills. Skills are not inbuilt, skills are acquired, they are learned over time. Okay, you can learn a skill. So if you're not really talented at singing, you can learn it and it becomes a skill and you can also use it to impact. Okay. So yeah, I'll talk about one advantage of talent. Okay, you see somebody, they have this goal, they have this talent, but over the years they're like, okay, 30, nothing about it. They're focusing on work. I know I'm guilty of that anyways. I'm also a career person, so I have to just shuffle between the both of them. Okay, but one thing I would like to advise the youth is about starting early. Okay, the greatest people today in the entertainment field, in the entertainment industry, are those who have actually started when they were young. And I'll give some examples. Okay, so we have the music industry, for example. I will give a very big legend who everybody knows. Michael Jackson is a legend. Even if he lives today, everybody will still play his song. What is the unique thing about Michael Jackson? Michael Jackson started when he was just 5 years old, okay? So he started at that very, very young age, and you can't beat that. Once you start at a very, very young age, you will become the legend. Why? Because you've used those years to acquire those gifts. You've built yourself for so long, okay? So Michael Jackson is one person that I would say started at age 5. They started, and he's the king of his time. So that's one person from the music field I know has really done a lot because he started when he was young. Another person, let me go into apart from music now, because we have other form of um, entertainment form of talent. So let's go to writing. We know William Shakespeare. Everybody knows William Shakespeare. Even if you don't know, I will just mention Romeo and Juliet. At least everybody knows Romeo and Juliet, even if you don't know all his old movies. William Shakespeare is also, till tomorrow, he would be William Shakespeare. He's no longer living, he's no longer existing, but his work still exists. He still exists through his product, which are his books, his art, his entertainment, his writing. Okay. Why? William Shakespeare, I know many people we know him, but we've not really taken our time to research these people. He started at a very, very tender age. And at 21, his things were already becoming popular and famous. Now, this is another example of someone who started at a tender age and has already achieved something. Let's talk about the sports field, for example. Everybody knows Serena Williams. These are people that are ahead of their game. Serena Williams, at the age of 14, was already gaining public endorsement. Everybody was interviewing them, CNN, all the whole news stations. Her and her sister Venus, who was 15 at that time, everybody was interviewing them. And these are people who started as children. They are the best in their field. If you look at all the people I mentioned, they are all the best in their field. And one thing unique about them is the age. Okay, you start very, very young. Notice this gift. Start very young. You'll be ahead of your game. Okay, the movies, everybody know Angelina Jolie, who also started at age 16. I'm just cutting across different sectors here. And TV shows, Oprah Winfrey, everybody knows Oprah Winfrey. A lot of people know about her story, how she started. But at 19, she already become a sensation. She was already doing this local evening news on TV and the rest of them. Then yeah, I'm going to also cut across comedy. People who we know over here in Nigeria, there's these children that are also doing great things. I think Mark Angel, there's this young girl, Emanuela, and Success in Mark Angel comedy. So these are also people who have done things as a child, okay? And once you start at a young age, you would always make it. There's no because you started at that age, you've learned a lot, you've built yourself to a certain point, okay? That's how I always advise parents. Parents, when you see your children having, oh, I like playing football, I like football, I like to sing, I like dancing. Don't just push them. Oh no, go and read your books. No. Even parents out there can also encourage your children. Look at their gifts. See it as a rare thing. I remember singing as a child. My mom would be like, what are you singing? Go and read. But I was very, very persistent on my singing. I never took it for granted. So they had to just get used to it. But for some people, like, oh, just go and read. What are you doing? Look at your grades. And you just kill that. That's their original gift. That's what they were meant for. Okay, so these are major things. So what I've mentioned now is about the time we start and how to use your gift as a child, how to discover that talent as a child. Okay. So another thing I will be talking about is how to use your talent to make an impact in the world. Okay. So I've talked about the discovering of it. So how to use your talent to make impacts in the world. Look at people like Fela. Now Fela is a notable singer. Everybody knows Fela in Nigeria. I don't know about other countries, but Fela is one man. He's late now, but his songs still live on. Why? Because he used his songs to impact. He mentioned a lot of things about corruptions. He used his voice. He laid his voice across the world. Everything about corruption, at least he shamed the government. The governments were aware of the things that were happening through his songs. So you can use your voice to make them impact. Okay. Bob Marley, for example, everybody knows Bob Marley. Bob Marley is another person I can say that used his voice for impact. Okay. So a lot of things are happening now. A lot of we see what's happening in the US, the killing of the black people. So there are a lot of ways you can use our gift to make impact. Michael Jackson, for example, did something like that. He talked about racism. Yeah, he's a very popular person, and he used some of his songs to also talk about racism. Okay, so these are people, Bob Marley and the rest of them. Yeah. Okay, so in terms of writing, they are still, apart from singing now, using singing is a very, very easy way to make an impact because you're talking and you're making melody. So you're talking to people through your voice, singing to them. So that's a very, very easy way to make an impact. How about those who write? How can you make impact through writing? Writing is also a very, very powerful talent and an entertainment tool. A lot of people love to read. Not everybody likes to listen to music. A lot of people also like to read. Look at this lady, Chimamanda Adichie, one wonderful writer I really, really appreciate and admire a lot. So she does a lot. She cut like this, her half of a Yellow Sun book she did. It talks about the Biafra War, a lot of things that happened and what a lot of them went through during that time and how the war impacted the society. So there are a lot of ways you can also make impacts through writing. Michelle Obama is also one person who did that through writing. So if you can, she did a memoir, Becoming by Michelle Obama. So that's another person who also did something, who also wrote and impacted through her writing. Okay. So yeah, through sports, yeah, we have a lot of sports foundations these days, people running for charity, people doing a lot of these things for charity, people trying to do this to make impact. Okay. So we can do that. We can look at Kanu example, Kanu Wankwo. Okay, that's one person I know in Nigeria. Then there are still many other ways you can use sports to make impact. Okay, then movies. Oh my God, movies. If you know you love to act, or a movie producer or a director, there are many ways in which you can do that. I feel movie is a very, very powerful tool to make an impact because it's not just sound. We have visuals as well. Some people connect well through visuals. So I feel that's a very, very strong way to connect to the audience. Okay. So now I've spoken about this. Then let's talk about individually now. Okay. Once you have your gift, just make it stand out, okay? Discover that talent at a young age. Be very, very persistent. Even if you're not as young as your teenage years, maybe in your 20s or 30s, it doesn't really matter now. But just have that passion, have that drive, have that passion and drive. Then learn to stand out and create your own niche. Okay, when I say niche, is like, to niche is a particular style, okay, that people know you for. I'm an opera singer. A lot of people discouraged me, like, why are you doing opera, Nigeria opera? Okay, well, that's what I wanted. I had a goal, I had a dream. My dream was to be the, because I just noticed that there's nobody doing opera in Nigeria. I have a voice for opera music, and there are a lot of ways I can create impact through my voice because I feel I have a powerful voice. Okay, so I created my niche. My niche was classical music and opera. So that was a brand now. Okay, so you can, there's nothing like a boring talent or a boring kind of, everything is unique. If you're a writer, create your niche. Okay, fine. I write in this language. That's what I'm known for. I write in this. I write about this. I write about just for, create your own niche. What do people know you for? What are you known for? So just create your niche and stand out. Then have a standard. I just mentioned this earlier. Have a standard on what you want to achieve. I'll use myself for example. I created a standard for myself, and I said I want to be the best opera singer. I want to be known. When they think of opera music in Nigeria, I want to be the person they think of. And I tried, there was no platform. There was no platform. There was no platform. There was no hope. Okay, I started from school. I think I was 19. I was people discouraged me, like, no, don't do classical music, that is boring. Do the normal contemporary music that students can relate with. But I said, no, what's the point? It's what everybody does. Let me do something different, what I'm known for, my own real gift, and stand out with it. And I won the program. Okay, so create your niche, create your own brand, be known for that, and work it. But I didn't still end there. I said, no, my step to becoming the best opera singer in Nigeria is not just university alone. I didn't give up. So I went for all the, I tried going for many other talent shows because those are the fastest ways to give you the platform, okay? So I went for Nigerian Idols. I didn't go so far. I didn't give up. Yeah, it was demotivating being evicted from a talent show. So I didn't give up. I continued. I went for this one we did in South Africa. Star the Winner is, I went as far as I could. I didn't give up. Then I went for The Voice Nigeria, the one we just saw. I don't know if you watched the background music. Uh, so The Voice Nigeria was a very, very big platform for me. I didn't win the program. However, because of my persistence, I did the national anthem, Nigerians anthem, and that alone was what gave me the remaining platforms I needed, just by that anthem alone. So that video was watched by many other people. So I got programs to come and sing for the governor, to come and sing for the House on the Rock, a lot of churches and a lot of things. So my aim here is be persistent, okay? Have a brand. Number one, there was a brand I discovered. This is me. Your brand is actually what differentiates you from other products. Branding, like in marketing now, marketing with your, like, when you say branding in marketing, is what differentiates this from, even a company can have different brands. Let's use PZ for example. PZ can have different brands. So those branding is what differentiates the product from the same company from the other product. So that's branding now. So branding as your own self is your brand. What differentiates you? What makes you different as an entertainer? Even in writing, you still create your own brand. Okay, what are you writing about? What's your brand? Okay, which audience do you want to meet? Which audience do you want to target? Is it the young people? What message are you trying to portray? That's your brand. So just brand yourself and continue. Be persistent. Do not give up. Be persistent, and definitely God will make a way. He said, no matter what, if you're perseverant, you follow, you have a passion and you persevere, you will definitely make it. Okay. So I've talked about branding, I've talked about talent. I'll be very, very brief here. I'm not going to take so much of our time. I'm just going to be very, very brief. Yeah, then another thing is, why do we need impact? Why do we need to even do this? Why do we need to use our gift, our talents to do this? Why do we even need to impact people? Now let me tell you why you need to impact people. Why you even need to use your talents. Number one, you can use it as a job opportunity for your own self, aside impacting the world, for your own self as well. You can use it as a source of job opportunity. You can use it as a source of livelihood. Okay, I know of just those days when I did the anthem, I knew of how much I was being paid just by singing the anthem alone. So aside having another job, I use that as an alternative source of income for myself. So aside impacting the world, even as yourself, if you brand yourself, you can use that as a source of, as a career. You can use that as a career path. That's number one. They can use it to impact the world. Then number three, I always take note of these people. Someone like Aristotle, Isaac Newton, okay, Mother Teresa, Nelson Mandela. These are people who no longer exist. Aristotle was probably 500 BC, before Christ was born. That was when Aristotle existed. If you know Aristotle, he's a philosopher, one of the founding fathers of economics. If you do economics, you will definitely go through, you will definitely hear that name: Plato, Aristotle, Socrates. So Aristotle was one of the philosophers, one of the popular philosophers. Now Aristotle is no longer existing, but his name still exists. This is someone that was born before Christ, 500 BC, way before Jesus was born. And you cannot go through economics today without hearing Aristotle. So what's my point here is, if you follow your dreams, even when you leave this earth, your name will still resound. Your music will be played. Look at this song. Hallelujah Chorus is a classical music. It's a classical piece. This was done hundreds of years ago. But today, at any event or gathering, there's no way Hallelujah Chorus will not be played. So this is like, if you use your goals and your dreams, even when you leave this earth, you will still live on. You will leave a legacy behind, okay? You are still going to live on. You will leave a legacy behind, okay? So this is another reason why we should use our gift and our talent. Then we'll fulfill purpose. The most important thing is to fulfill your purpose on earth. God brought us to this world to fulfill purpose. So there's nothing as good as fulfilling your purpose. And I believe that if you have that talent of entertainment, that's your gifts, that's your talent, and that is what God wants you to use to fulfill the purpose. The most important thing is to discover it and to know the kind of purpose God wants you to achieve. My prayer is that we will all achieve and discover our talent on time before we leave this earth. Yeah. Then lastly, I think I've mentioned this before, but this was my last point. Parents, this is majorly to the parents. Parents should please, this is a very, very important part. They play an important role in children, in developing these gifts, developing these talents. Parents play a very, very important role, because I for one had kind of support from my mom. But imagine my mom was like, no, focus on your books. I would be nowhere today. I wouldn't have achieved the little things I've achieved in terms of my musical career as an opera singer in Nigeria. And in terms of even what I still want to do, I would have lost that dream entirely. So parents can please help children a lot, help them to realize their talents, not to discourage them, because these are the futures of tomorrow. You never can tell what that talent can do. You never can tell. So this is parents can help in a very good way. Yeah. Is there any question, please? Hello, any question?
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Thank you so much, Sandra. That was a deep word. That was a deep revelation from you. I'm so excited here. There's a lot of questions waiting for you, and I'm trusting God that God, by His mercy, will give you the ability, the power to be able to answer some questions. Reverend Obon, God bless you, man of God, once again and I know that you are also a man of entertainment. School of Entertainment. Glory to God. Man of God, Sandra is down now, and it's time for question. And I believe that you have some question as well to ask her. Viewers all over the world, please, if you have a question to ask Sandra, she's dealing on entertainment, please feel free to ask her your question. You can place your question on the comment section there, and I will pop it up on the screen so Sandra will be able to address it and deal with it. Thank you. Reverend Obon, up to hand. Your turn, sir.
Wow, Sandra, so excited to share this platform with you in this global conversation. Congratulations to that wonderful superlative rendition of the Nigerian Nigeria's national anthem. That was simply amazing. What was going on in your mind? Wow.
Okay, so I just wish
That
that.
was super.
Okay, go on. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I said congratulations. That super opera rendition of the Nigerian national anthem. That
Oh, thank
was
you.
amazing. That was amazing. What was going on in your mind when you were singing?
Okay, so that was supposed to be an audition, but to me it was not an audition. So I was very emotional, and you could feel it through my singing. I was like, God, this anthem, our anthem is actually
Absolutely.
a prayer. So I was singing it as a prayer because if you look at the words, before I sang that, I recited the anthem for like 2 weeks. I was going through the anthem. So I went deep into the words of the anthem. Okay, so I had already been inside that song. So I went through these words one by one. I recited the anthem one by one. So now I wasn't just doing an audition. I was actually singing and praying and thinking about all the whole issues of the country. Everything was just playing in my mind, and it just came out like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Because from the video presentation, you have almost stand on some important platform, the prestigious House on the Rock, Lagos, Nigeria. You feature for even your show was on Channels Television and
Yeah.
TF Africa, the Africa 2017 award. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
amazing. Wow,
Thank you.
where this show came at the same time or different times, or is
It,
it
it
like
was
it was
different.
on the same time?
It was like I said, this was the platform I went after. So that little one I just did at the Voice Nigeria
Mhm.
was what gave me the other platforms. So other people discovered this. I think the House on the Rock, they discovered that my performance, because I was persistent in my singing. So they discovered that my performance, and that was what was head start. Yeah. So it all started from this one you
No,
watched
that's
before
that's
it progressed. Yes,
wow,
thank you.
that's amazing. And I saw Timmy Dakulo was like wow when you just blow the thing. Wow,
Yeah.
you have a strong vocal dexterity, and that is simply amazing. Wow,
Thank
that
you very
you
much.
said something about talent, and that
Yeah,
is simply amazing. Wow, that's simply
thank you
amazing.
very
Now, my
much.
question to you now, you have
Okay.
talked about talent, you have
Okay.
talked about branding.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, we have so many talented young people in this country,
Okay.
even around the world, but some of them are yet to realize their potentials. Some of them are yet to fulfill their dreams. Like, what will you think will be like be an hindrance to young people not to fulfill their talents? Because a lot of them, they desire to fulfill their talent, they work so hard to fulfill their talent. Some of them, they are looking for bigger stage like you, and they have the talent but they don't have the stage. It's
Okay.
possible for somebody to be gifted without a platform.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
what do you really think? My question to you is, what do you really think is a problem that people with so much talent, gifted people, are not really coming to that limelight? We have so many gifted people, but they are yet to come to the limelight where they gain that prominence or global recognition. That's my
Okay.
first question to you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Very good question. Okay. Yeah, praise God. Yeah, so what I would say is number one, you have to discover yourself. Before going to look for a platform, you have to discover yourself and be very confident in yourself. Okay. And little by little, be taking little steps, little platform. I started from school, at least school. I know school, some school do some drama competition, singing competition. So I started from there, from my university. I started from school. I won a small competition, the first Covenant University Got Talent. That was the first. And that helped me build a lot of confidence in myself. I said, wow, I can win this. That means I'm a star. If I can win it, I can do that in the world too. So number one, it has to do with the person, not just before we go to the every other person helping people with platforms. Start with yourself. First, build yourself, build your confidence in your gifts. Work on your talent, make yourself an expert in your talent first. Once you're very, very confident in your talent, then you start persevering. Now go and look for the platform. I didn't wait for the platform to sit. I looked for, if you research me on YouTube, you will see all the whole talents I've gone, all the talent shows I've gone for. I didn't give up.
Yeah,
Yes, I was evicted.
absolutely.
Yeah, I continued. So look for all those platforms. There are platforms there.
I think we lost
So we have a
her.
disconnection right there. We're still
Yeah,
waiting
we have a
for.
disconnection. Yeah, we have a disconnection with Sandra right now. Yeah. So, man of God, just like as you said, you asked a question and you were talking about the national anthem. While we are still waiting for Sandra, what can you tell me? Can you tell the viewers all over the world one or two things that you have learned by Sandra's presentation? Talking about,
Well,
yeah.
I want to say emphatically in profound terms. Yeah. There's something about gift. The Bible said the gift of a man makes a way or create a room for the person. But actually, it's not actually the gift that makes the way, because there are so many gifted people around the world, but yet still they are unknown. They're not on the limelight. They're not on the that global prominence. So in my own study and going deeper into the word, doing business in deep waters of the word, I've come to discover that it is the relationship that you have with your gift that makes a room for you. You can be gifted, but you're not known. Your gift is one thing, and you is another thing. They're two different things. So there must be a connection between you and your gift. That's where passion and purpose sets in. You remember what, Sandra just said something beautiful, something very, very amazing, something powerful. She said, while I was singing the national anthem, I release everything within me. I connect my soulish realm to my spirit realm, everything within me. So that is in a nutshell that there must be a connection between you and your gift. Meaning that when you're ministering is not all about talking to the people or singing or singing a song. It's about you communicating. A lot of people are singing, but they're not communicating. You have to communicate something. And for you to communicate, there has to be a release from the depth. The Bible says, out of your belly shall flow out rivers of living water. Something has to break within. Something has to come out from within. It has to flow from the soulish realm. It has to come from your heart. You need to sing from your heart. You don't sing from your mouth. You sing from your heart. Your mouth is only the pathway where your voice can come out and be a blessing to the people and be a blessing to the world. So it takes a woman and a man who understand what is the relationship between a gift, your talent. What is the relationship between your gift? In order to break forth, you have to establish that relationship with your gift. You have to establish that relationship with your gift, because if you don't establish that relationship with your gift, you cannot break forth. You cannot break forth. So there is that relationship that has to be established when you're doing anything on a platform, meaning that you connect your mind, you connect your soul, everything within you has to be connected. Then you voice it out. And when you voice it out, it's no more like a sound, it becomes a virtue. And it takes a virtue to bring a change. It takes a virtue for you to get that recognition. Remember what Jesus said? He said, virtue has gone out of me. And when Jesus said that, that woman gained a recognition. She was noticed in the crowd because it takes a virtue in order for you to be noticed. So, friends that
Thank
are
you very
watching,
much.
that are listening right now.
Yeah.
So I believe that is true. Like you see, man of God,
Yeah.
Sandra was on House on the Rock,
Yeah.
Lagos, Nigeria. I think Pastor Paul may be there watching us singing. Pastor Paula the fasting. Maybe he was not there, but that is House on the Rock, Lagos, Nigeria. And you saw her again on Channels Television. You saw
Yeah.
her again on the African Award 2017, the
Yeah.
Africa something award, and the Voice of Nigeria, because is it Nigerian Idol? So it's simply amazing to see a lady that has grown from a secondary background with her talent, with her gift, to that
Yeah.
place where she attract that global prominence. So
Yeah.
that is something simply amazing. And I believe our
That's
viewers
great.
have one or two things to make
Yeah,
from that. Thank
thank
you.
you so much. Thank you so much, man of God, Reverend Dr. Noble. Hero has a little contribution and also to share with the viewers. Hero, Dr.
Okay,
Hero.
thank you so very much, man of God. I'm very grateful. Thank you for the privilege. I really want to say I have some questions where I wanted to ask our speaker, Sandra, but unfortunately we lost her through the broadcast connection. I believe that if we want to talk about entertainment, we don't have to center it on religion. We don't have to center it on church. We don't have to center it on religion. We have to talk about entertainment comprehensively. We have to talk about entertainment as an compound. I believe that there are different segments of entertainment. We have the sport, we have the music, we have the movies, and we have other aspect of writing of entertainment. So when we are talking about entertainment, we have to also look into the secular world. We have to look into secular world. So it's very, very important.
We just lost that connection. We just lost that connection. Uh, Hero was Hero the legend was saying something about entertainment. Uh, that is very, very important. If you listen to him very well before we lost the connection, entertainment is very, very important thing, important factor if we must change the world. Because entertainment gives you that opportunity for you to stand out and minister to a larger audience. Even in heaven, the angels of God in heaven, they are worshiping. That act of worshiping is called entertainment. In other words, they are worshiping the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. So entertainment here is very, very important and is one of the key highlights of this Global Youth Summit. So friends, wherever you're watching or listening to us, I want you to just get your attention out and get one of a few things that I know very well that will change your life forever when it comes to entertainment. While waiting for the audience, our guests to come online, uh, Pastor Glory is here online. I was saying something about entertainment. Hero says
Yes.
something about entertainment. And
Yeah.
entertainment is very, very crucial in this hour if we must win the youth back and get the
Yeah.
youth back into their place where they belong for them to emerge and realize their God's given potentials. Back to
Okay.
you, Hero.
Back to you, Hero. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. As I was saying earlier, that when we are talking about entertainment, we don't have to center on religion. because religion also is one of the aspects that fuels entertainment. We have to talk about entertainment in a compound form, comprehensively. We have to talk about the secular aspect of entertainment and the religion aspect of entertainment. But I really want to look at entertainment in the secular aspect because if you look at the 19th century, entertainment was one of the aspects that our scholars used to bring countries together, like the Olympic, the aspect of sport, entertainment. So it was one of the mediums that they used, they carved out to use to bring peace when there was a lot of a chaotic atmosphere in different nations of the world. So we have to look at entertainment as an output to be able to raise the young people. Our young people needs to be raised. That is why every time when we are looking at most of our nation's budgets, we need to ask this question: what is the budget for entertainment? We have to invite investors. Investors have to be invited to invest into the sector. And when we're looking at this entertainment, we don't really have to center it in our nation, Nigeria. We have to look at the global entertainment. All the Western blocs are doing a lot of things to make sure the young people they have values through entertainment. Like our speaker was talking about Michael Jackson. That was a very strong note she was given about Michael Jackson. She also talked about the aspect of the writing in entertainment. But I really want to say to sustain entertainment, the government has to make a budget that will encourage investors to invest into any nations, okay, so that they can boost that aspect of their economy. So we also need to look at entertainment in the angle of building human capacity. There are so many people when we are talking about the sciences. There are so many people who are not good in that area. But when it comes to entertainment, they can have an 100% contribution. The young people in the world must be allowed to utilize. Now, the speaker was talking about talents and building of talent. I believe you grow from discovering your talent, you grow from a talent, and you become a product. We must grow beyond the talent level to become a product in the sense that the investors will want to invest into you, a product in the sense that the global world want to buy you. Like let's look at the movie industries. People like okay, let me use music as an example. Charlie Boy. I remember when Charlie Boy was the president of PIMA, the Performing Musician Association of Nigeria. He did a lot of works there. A lot of people grew from talent level to become a product. One of the people that benefited then was Two-Face Idibia. He benefited so much. They are no longer talking about talent. They're talking about the product level. They are already a brand. Now, the speaker talked about building a brand. That was a very strong key. You need to build a brand. It is a brand that makes you to be determined what kind of product you have to offer. So when we are talking about this entertainment in this global summit, we have to really open it wide and make the other people who don't share the same faith with us to be able to flow alongside with us. So let's look at entertainment in a comprehensive way. So I really want to find that for our Sandra. Unfortunately, we lost her through the broadcast. So thank you so very much. Entertainment has played a very vital role in our society today. I remember when the late Bob Marley wanted to bring the two presidents who were fighting against each other together into true entertainment. That was a very strong atmosphere, a very strong platform that late Bob Marley created to be able to bring the people together to create a peaceful atmosphere. So I really want to thank God for other nations of the world who are doing their best. The United States, I want to thank God for the United Kingdom. And in Africa, Nigeria has been the platform for the African entertainment industry. Lagos State has contributed immensely in terms of entertainment. We really have to give a kudos to Lagos State. They've done so much.
Over the years, no other state has been able to beat the reach of Lagos State in terms of entertainment. So we also give a kudos to South Africa. South Africa has played a very serious vital role in terms of entertainment. So thank you so very much to all the nations of the world that have been able to bring out the best in young people, making them to discover their talent, making them to build it from a talent to become a brand, from a brand to become a product. Thank you so very much. And thank you to Pastor Glory and Dr. Enobo Omoite for your contribution. I respect your wisdom. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Hero. That's simply amazing. That's simply amazing. You said something about entertainment, the branding, the talent thing. I think there has to be a synergy in this.
Yes,
Yeah, there has to be that synergy. There has to
yes,
be, yeah, because some of our youths are
yes,
not living to their potentials. They're not living to their potentials. Maybe some of them they are looking for uh, opportunity. But the thing is that you may have the opportunity, but you weren't prepared. There's a normal saying everywhere that breakthrough is when preparations meet
meets
opportunity.
with
So
opportunity. Yeah.
what? Yeah. So what we are, what the message we are passing to the young people is that you have to be prepared because
That's right.
destiny, the wings of destiny is blowing and it can take you to anywhere. If you weren't prepared, all of a sudden you find yourself on a stage. Oh wow, I don't know what's gonna happen there.
Yes,
You,
yes,
yeah,
yes. You are 100% right, Doctor Inobong. In terms of synergy, you talked about building synergy. It was as a result of building synergy that the FEMAN was established. The Musician Association of Nigeria was established, and their first
that's
president was Chalabor. It was as a result of building synergy because they believe that you cannot make it yourself. Synergy has to be built by a people with common interests. So they came together and the PMAN was established to promote the entertainment sector of Nigeria. But unfortunately, the in terms of budget, the budget that we've had over the years has not really encouraged the entertainment industry. So we want to plead with the government to do more. We've seen the great work that the government is doing, but they can still do more to promote the entertainment sector so that investors could be invited, could be encouraged to come to invest in our entertainment sector. Thank you so very much.
yes. Another thing is that I want to say thank you, Hero, the legend. Thank you for your contribution. The entertainment industry in Nigeria is one of those sectors that has generated so much income for this country. Talking about the Hollywood, I mean the Nollywood. We have the Nollywood in America, Hollywood, India, Bollywood. Now,
Yes,
according to report, the Nollywood has generated millions upon millions of dollars, has contributed uh, much to our country's revenue. But I'm yet to, to come to that terms that uh, the entertainment industry in Nigeria has moved from where it was to another level. I don't know, maybe you may see from another angle, but because like some of our movies are not really classified or rated. Like I've not seen a Nollywood movie being played on Netflix, or how they call it, is it Netflix or so, and some of those top e-platform where top movies are streamed. You know, I don't know what is really going on there, but maybe
if,
I
if,
think maybe people who are in charge, because like if, for example, but if we are to go by statistics that says okay, Nollywood has come to this level and it's generated so much for the country, then our movies are not rated high at international levels, like being streamed on
yes,
some powerful e-movie platform like the Netflix and other ones, then there's something wrong in Nigeria entertainment industry as far as movie, our movie, local movie here is concerned. to look like the Hollywood in the US. Their movies are almost all over the world. There's no e-platform you won't find Hollywood movies there, but there's some platform you can find Nollywood. So I don't know what you have to say here. Is there anything that needs to be done in order for us to move to the next level?
Yes, I believe one of the things I have seen that has to be done is the aspect of the academy, the movies, the film academy. Now, like just like the Globacom established the sport academy for the young people. The reason is because they believe in entertainment. They believe the young people can do better. Over the years, when you look at the movie sector of our entertainment sector, you discover that over the years, it is the same thing that has been going on there. But if we have an academy, the movie academy, a lot of people, it will be a platform for so many people to learn. There are so many things we need to learn. There are so many things the Nollywood stars need to learn. If you go to the Hollywood there in the United States, you can't just wake up because you have the talent to be a movie star. You just want to go into the stage or to be on set. No, you have to go to the academy. A lot of people learn. In Nigeria here, in terms of music, there should be a music academy outside the normal institution, like the governmental institution. There should be an academy. Just like in the aspects of the writing, there should be the writing academy that teaches people about leadership. So I believe to make our entertainment sector to do better, the government should include it in their budget, the academy as a platform to let people to learn, to know more, to learn, to know more. There is so much about entertainment. Entertainment, when I made the research, I discovered that entertainment as of 2016, entertainment was, I think, the number 6 at the chart. So it is not just a kind of people talk about a dream or talent. It is an investment. It is an investment. People have to invest into entertainment. The same way people are investing into crude oil, the same way they're investing into Coca-Cola, the same way they're investing into the banking industry. So they have to invest into entertainment to encourage a lot of people who are there in that sector.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you.
Glory to God. Thank you so much, Reverend Nobong, Dr. Elisha Hero. Our time is far spent. And viewers all over the world, this is the second section of the International Youth Global Summit. Coming up next will be hopefully by God's grace, Elizabeth, who is coming up next. So please get ready. We have not even yet, halfway. It's going to be this program is running all throughout today till midnight. Yeah. Don't tell me, I don't want to hear that you are tired, because you can't be tired. The glory of the youth is their strength. Your strength is not in pandayam or drinking. Your strength should be hearing wisdom. According to the scripture, wisdom is profitable to direct. So stay with us as we move this train to the next level. God bless you. Thank you so much, Reverend Noble. Thank you so much, man of God. God bless you.
God bless you.
Amen.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.